joining us again. We are here at the 13th annual Exposure here in Encinitas, California. Exposure is a non-profit skate event benefiting victims of domestic violence and also benefiting the entire world of women's skateboarding. Yeah, so right now we have the Vert Open Pro qualifiers going on. Directly following that, we're going to have the final. Each one of these skaters has got 30 seconds on the clock to do their best run on the vert ramp that they possibly can to hopefully get a spot in this final. Here's your Heat 1 lineup right now. They are well underway right now. And I think it's incredible. A lot of these skaters that you're seeing in this list just came off of the bowl.
And from what I gathered,
it's leg day.
Yeah, it's leg day. And these two things, it looks like they might like correspond. Like, okay, there's transition and you're going out of the air and the same styles of speed. They're not at all the same. They're two very, very different disciplines. Board setups, stances, all of it has to be recalibrated to be in this position as a vert skater. So to see these girls go from one to the next is truly incredible.
Yeah, do you have, Lisa, I know the answer to this, but do you have much experience skating vert at all?
No, I don't. There weren't really vert ramps readily available. But I do have, shortly after I started skating, one of my neighbors that lived down the street, I guess their dad worked with someone who worked at Madrid. Is that?
Yeah, so as this vert comp is getting underway, sorry to cut you off there, Lisa, we got the other member of our team, Nora Vesconcelos, down there, and she's going to check in with a very special guest.
Hey everybody, here at Exposure 2024. My name's Nora, and we are here today with the Carol of Carol's House and Amelia Brodka of Exposure. So Amelia and Carol have been working together for 13 years now to raise money and funds for Carol's House and support victims of domestic violence. So I'm going to talk with Carol first. What does Exposure mean to you?
They're the lifesaver.
Yeah.
You know, the funds they've donated to Carol's House have helped so much with the women and children and counseling. And what they do to help little ones get the self-esteem so they don't get into situations as they get older where they need Carol's House.
Yeah. That's incredible. It's pretty incredible, I think, as skateboarders, Amelia and I can really attest to just the way skateboarding creates community and builds resilience and self-confidence and just helps you navigate your life. And yeah, Amelia, what does it mean to be part of Carol's House and be able to donate the actually massive amounts of money that you guys have been able to raise?
You know, it really means a lot because it's not an issue that's often talked about, you know? And I think that it's really important to talk about it because awareness is part of the solution. So it really means a lot to be able to just spread the word and to let people know that there are resources for them, because no one should feel unsafe in their own home. No one should be afraid that their children's lives are at risk. No one should have to equate love with pain. So it's an honor for us to be able to have Carol here and to continue to raise funding and awareness for survivors of domestic violence.
And you know, to add something to that, what's so critical is people don't know how pervasive domestic violence is. And what I found as I got involved with this is that everybody knows someone who has been a victim of domestic violence. And what they do and other
Next skater in is going to be the 11-year-old phenom, Johnson. Well, that's incredible, really powerful, and yeah, we're very thankful for you, and we're thankful to be here, and we're really thankful for Amelia.
No kidding.
Yeah. So where can people check out more information on Carol's House?
You can go to the Community Resource Center. That is the nonprofit that houses Carol's House. So check out, it's called the CRC as well, or you can visit exposureskate.org. We have more information and places that you can donate through there as well.
For sure.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much, and we're getting ready for Vert.
Let's do it.
Awesome.
Right,
thank you guys. See you out there.
Bye-bye.
Well, thank you so much, Nora, for that report. You know, Carol, much like Lisa, in a lot of ways, you see a need in the community and you fill it because you love it and you love people and you want your community to thrive. So wonderful marriage between Exposure Skate and Carol's house, bringing, you know, resources, really important resources to victims of domestic violence. So Vert Qualifiers is underway. We got Heat 1. They are going off. 30 seconds on a vert ramp doesn't sound like much, but it kind of is.
Absolutely. Look at that packed house, too. Both sides of the vert ramp stacked with people to watch this vert.
Yeah, and the qualifier with these 30-second runs, you know, they're going to try to put everything they can into this, too. And there are not many vert ramps in the world, number one, and there are not many vert contests in the world, also. So having access to these ramps, some of these skaters, they don't get, like, tons of reps on a vert ramp.
We've got the vert alert. I know X Games is putting a little more energy into this space. It is we'd love to see it in the Olympics, hopefully down the line there, because it is just such an incredible discipline of skateboarding. There are people who are really moving it forward even further than where it left off. Lisa, you've seen the progression of it. Not throwing you a date there, but like you've really seen the iteration of vert to where it is now. Do you have any thoughts on this?
The vert explosion over the last couple of years, the level, you know, the 900, and now there's like a handful of 540s. And, I mean, you weren't seeing that even 5 years ago?
Yeah.
7 years ago?
We just saw Joey Yarbrough, who just came off of a final in the bowl, skating her run in the qualifier here to heat number 1. Heat number 1, stacked heat. We got Juno Matsuoko, Caitlin West, Lola Tamling, Lula Johnson, and Summer Rackley, as well as Fuyuka Takano joining her. And these skaters are all super young. Where do you think that they're getting the inspiration for vert? Like Juno right here.
Incredible. She's new to the scene, and it does not look like it at all.
There's this one vert ramp I keep seeing like on Instagram in Japan, and it's like this very dark wood color vert ramp. Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm not sure what city it's in. Looks super slick too, but I see a lot of these girls training on that vert ramp. And as far as I know, that's the only vert ramp footage I've seen out of Japan.
No, Fuyuka skates a big concrete bowl there.
Yeah.
Like a concrete park.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I don't know how many countries, you know, it'd be interesting to see how many vert ramps there are in each one of these countries. But, you know, this is a huge ramp, you know, 12 feet tall with a 13-foot extension right there. Caitlin West, coming from Sebastopol, California, a lot of these girls are kind of getting their reps in on concrete parks instead of vert ramps because they don't have access to them.
Yeah, you have to have a full training facility, and it's amazing Exposure was able to purchase this ramp through great donors coming through to recognize the potential of this contest and invest in the future of it. They had to build out a custom holding crate for this vert ramp so it can live off-site and be used beyond Exposure, but it's really going to be an impactful thing that they have now.
Lola Tamling from England, a crowd favorite, skated really good in the qualifier for the bowl. Didn't quite make the cut for the finals, but she's really bringing it to the vert ramp right now. That frontside rock up on the extension. Lisa, do you have much experience with Lola Tamling? Have you known about her?
No, I've just on Instagram following in the contest, but I don't know her personally.
Ooh. Exposure is so cool in that way, is like we get to see it in real time. It's one thing to watch a skateboarder and their selected highlights on Instagram, which is great to have access to people, but it is so amazing to see it happen at this high stakes environment.
So Lulu Johnson in her first, she's leveled up now. She's skating in the Pro Open. She used to skate in advanced intermediate vert. Really great to see out of Roseville, Minnesota. I talked to her yesterday. I'm like, you know, she's like, well, yeah, I'm really excited, most excited for vert. So Lulu is charged up. There's a good little crew coming from like the Minnesota area. They have some good indoor parks there. I don't know this, but I think it's Third Lair is her local. Does Third Lair have a vert ramp?
They have a huge, I mean, it's indoor facility. I know they have a massive bowl there and street park and a legacy of like being a destination, but I don't know about vert.
Summer Rackley dropping in now, coming all the way from Australia to come compete in Exposure. She has really made the most of the weekend. I've seen her competing in Longest Grind, Highest Air, competing in Bowl, now competing in Vert.
So incredible. Having that energy, that natural, just like, let's get it energy is so amazing to see.
Lisa, when you were, you know, you started off like a lot of times filming footage And you were filming some of the early pioneers of women's vert, too. So can you talk about some of the people that you were filming in their heyday?
I mean, of course, the legends, Beth Burnside, Mimi Noob, Jen O'Brien, Karen Jones,
Yeah.
Lindsay Adams Hawkins.
Yeah, filming them around this. I remember you driving with you down in your Honda Civic down here to film them at the ramps here because that was the only place. What was the kind of progression you were seeing going on then?
But even then, once events like the X Games started happening, like those events and opportunities to compete and have like a goal to shoot for, those things really sparked progression and pushing each other. And you could see when there were events happening, or even when we were filming a video and actually had a goal to work towards, like the progression worked. And then once a video was done, maybe, you know, it slowed, or once there was an event, like you could see the slow. So I think it's so awesome that these young skaters have continual events and things to look forward and goals to push towards, and other peers their age pushing the progression as well. I know.
Yeah, what was the story with Mimi Noop? You know, how did she first come to the scene? Do you remember the story? Seeing it at a bar?
Yeah, she was at a bar and seeing it, I think seeing an X Games demo, or, you know, she had been skating, and she's been skating. I think we've been skating about the same amount of time.
Such an icon.
But just seeing it, didn't know that it existed, and then, and then later, I think didn't drop into Vert until much later, and then ended up competing and being one of the legends who helped pave the way for what's happening now.
And make it so much better. Mimi has not settled for less and improved the state of quality and pay and getting seats at the table. Mimi has done so much work on the back end to really get things where they need to be now, and just want to highlight that because it has been such an amazing journey to watch her on improving women's skateboarding.
Yeah, the team, you and, you know, both you, Lisa, and Mimi, too, have always kind of taken this, we've talked about it a lot today on the broadcast, is leaving a place better than you found it, too. And can you point to any kind of points where in your life, I know you hate talking about yourself, that you felt that there was something lacking and you wanted to build?
I mean, there's been multiple, but, you know, it started off, I guess, with the website and having content and video. There was no videos, so I'll film the videos, or, you know, there's no content, make the website.
Yeah.
There wasn't the boards or brand support, so make the brands. And Amelia did the same with exposure. You know, so she wanted the events and made it happen.
Well, that was the wrap for heat number 1. Heat number 2 is about to kick off. Lisa, thank you so much for joining us right here, and, you know, got a booth that you're going to go set up. I hope you get a lot of traffic, and thanks so much for everything that you've done, including for me personally, too. We love you so much, Lisa.
We love you so much. Thank you, Lisa.
Hey, guys.
So heat number 2 is about to kick off, and there is a lot more exciting action in this qualifier for the Vert. They're all contesting for those top 8 spots. They're going to have 4 30-second runs, 30-second opportunities to get their best score on the board. Their best score is scored. That's the one that counts. So heat number 2, we got Collin McKibben, Eliza Poles, Isla Servio, Hikari Sataki, Kokoro Nose, Nana, Mai Sugawara, and Nina Yi. A lot of these faces, these names, they just skated in the bowl too, so they have already well warmed up, and they've been ripping out there. And just now it's time to transfer all those skills and go take it to the big vert ramp. We had Nora down there for a little bit there, and Nora's back in the booth. Nora, how was it down by the vert ramp?
No, it was great. I could feel the energy infiltrating my veins. Yeah, it's gnarly. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
We're just out here. Amelia's in the booth now, and it's about to get really, really real.
Amelia Brodka, the mastermind behind this entire operation, has now joined us in the booth. Amelia, I'm so happy to have you sit alongside us and watch heat number 2 of the qualifiers. Hopefully you're stick around. And you put out enough fires. You're here now. How's the event been going for you so far?
It's a little frantic, but I'm very happy to be here in the booth because now I get to watch it.
I know, you never get to watch it.
I never get to watch it. So this is why I wanted to come in here, and I've never shared the booth space with you two. This is like a magical moment for me.
No, it's really special for all of us. We're really appreciative that Red Bull brought out, you know, all the stops to have a broadcast at this event. It's a really important event. It's the first ever of its kind, you know. In your 13th year here, what are you seeing different in year number 13?
The progression. I mean, we talk about it all the time, but it is happening before our eyes at such a rapid pace. It's just so exciting to watch. Just like every event, there's new faces, and they're doing. Oh my God!
Yeah,
Like
I
a McTwist. McTwist is
Carlin, dude, what the heck?
I didn't know she could do this.
I didn't either.
I
Till
will
right
say
now.
that isn't Carlin.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That isn't Carlin. That
Is
is
that
a new
Eliza
face.
Poles? Is that the?
I'm pretty sure it's Eliza Poles.
Okay, sorry about that. So maybe we missed Carlin's run and the graphic was off.
We might have.
We're well into
You're like,
it right now.
that is not
We
Carlin.
get a little swept away up here in the booth when we start talking, but
I'm wondering right now, right? Let's say if I want to put a Vasconcelos on the podium, I think I'm better off just having a baby in 9 months and giving him a couple years before, like, I think that could happen before I could even attempt to get back on podium. And I'm okay with that.
So that was Haley Servio. So I think, you know, we're
We're a little off.
Maybe Carlin didn't get the memo that she is skating.
But this
So
is Hikari Sataki.
Dude, drop in back curl slide. How's that?
her style is so great.
I know. It's different and
Ooh,
gnarly.
alley-oop. Woohoo.
It's fun back here, isn't it?
This is better. This
This is
It's
better.
quieter.
The sun is finally hitting my back, so that's nice. I was a little chilly earlier.
Ooh, backside ollie. Wow.
She was
Floating.
flying in the bowl. She was like creating speed like I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah, she went the distance on every grind for sure.
So that was Kokoro Nose in her first run. Up next we have Nana.
Nana from France.
Yeah.
She actually has a vert ramp in her yard.
Okay, so we were wondering about access to vert ramps.
That's it right there. It's in your yard. That's what we call all access.
She's blessed, that's for sure. Definitely a really supportive family. Part of the Olympics as well, so lots of support from France. But obviously a ripper, nice backsmith. Coming off on the front side there, but
That'll
very
happen.
stylish.
That'll happen. How would you describe this ramp compared to the ones in the past?
I am so happy that I at least got a little roll around on this ramp.
Yeah.
So this ramp is a beautiful gift from the Cohen Family Foundation. And it is
Wow.
now
Shout out,
the
Leslie.
Exposure ramp. Shout out Leslie Cohen, co-founder of Exposure.
That's
She's at
incredible.
home watching today. But yeah, she made this ramp happen. There's actually more ramp to be had. We just didn't have time to set it up.
That's
but
insane.
So it's bigger than this.
It's
The
bigger
actual-
than this.
The kit is bigger.
The kit is bigger, yes.
How much bigger are we talking?
Like, 10 feet of width, a roll in, another extension.
Like
That's a
half?
lot.
No.
Oh, Joey Yarborough, kickflip Indy.
Joey's one of those kids.
No, I think
No,
Joey
it's
was
Nina.
That's Nina. Nina Yi.
Whoa,
Nina.
Okay, Nina started skating during COVID.
Yeah,
No
I remember
way.
her last year. We were talking about it, and I was like, dude, what? Like, fakey fives?
Jeez.
Fakey fives in the bowl earlier, too. I was just like, okay, this is where we're at.
And a backsmith. She got the memo.
Dude, Madonna, like, floaty.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts out here.
She was like an ice skater before she found skateboarding.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank
She was
God.
like training to be an Olympic ice skater. And then all the ice rinks closed during COVID. She picked up a skateboard and never looked back.
Nina Yi. What a cool backstory.
It's weird. She and I have the same backstory. It's wild. Just kidding.
Just skater.
Nina,
different
that's
kind
so gnarly.
of- that's Carla. Carlin.
Carlin.
Yeah.
See, this is Carlin.
Carlin McKibben.
Fun fact, Carlin's family bought Nicole and I's old mini ramp.
Oh,
That
cool.
is a fun fact.
So we got to kind of pass it down to some other rippers. I do miss that ramp, but I think Carlin makes great use of it.
All right, this is Eliza Poles coming from the Gold Coast of Australia.
Dude, Australia, just
Poppy Star Olsen paving the way.
Absolutely. And just the style out of all these Australian girls.
that is such a gnarly McTwist.
So why is that gnarly?
Because she's going upside down and kind of ooping it, and she's throwing it, like the access that she's spinning the McTwist on is so flipped, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of the opposite of a flat spin 5.
Whoa.
Where that McTwist is radical, and it's just different. She's spinning it at a little bit more of like in between a flat spin and a McTwist, where it's kind of hard to see. You can see it more when snowboarders do it, if that makes sense, but it's just gnarly. They're both so gnarly.
Haley Servio really putting together such a solid run, though, and the fakie to fakie 5. That's a lot of walls.
Yeah.
Putting together such a long run on Vert.
30 seconds.
I think that was more. I mean, I don't know. I saw multiple 5s.
But just even 30 seconds
tricks
on there.
I'm also tripping on going from the bowl to going to this are two very different feelings. Like, this ramp is, what, 14?
13 and a half.
13 and a half, and it's huge and long. And yeah, then they're just switching back and forth like it's no thing.
This is Kokoro Nose, coming all the way from Japan to skate in Exposure. Do you have any backstory to Kokoro? Did you meet her just now?
I just met her right now. She was Smith grinding past my face as I was sitting in the bowl, and it was a beautiful introduction.
Hell yeah.
And she's a really talented skateboarder, and really cool to see her doing the longest grind too as well. A lot of these skaters probably don't get an opportunity to do that kind of event either. Doing highest air and longest grind is a really cool thing to include in Exposure.
Yeah.
We try to keep it fun, you know. Vans helped us put on the highest air, and then Woodward helped us do the longest grind. And I mean, yes, there are a lot of people here who are really focused on the competition and putting lines together, but we want people to just like jump in and have fun and push themselves and not like get too serious.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
throw the fun little things in.
So it does look like the names are delayed.
Yeah, this is Nana again. This is the French skater that has the Vert ramp in their backyard.
Yeah. So the name
Kokoro,
just.
Well, still follow them. Go ahead and
Still
follow
follow them.
every name that you see
It's
up
just a little
here.
delayed. Her name's gonna come
Viewers,
up next.
follow everybody that you see on here, and also follow Exposure Skate. And then, you know, next step, donate to Exposure. You can go to the website. Where are the places you can donate to Exposure?
I mean, honestly, you could just go Venmo at Exposure Skate. It's probably the easiest way.
I'll give you my phone number.
If you go to exposureskate.org, there are ways to donate on there as well. You can get a nice tax write-off receipt right away.
Cool. Love taxes. Love paying them.
Love write-offs.
All right, off.
All right, Nina's back in kickflip Indy. My goodness, she's learned so many tricks just over the past few weeks.
I just feel like it's one thing to learn it, and then you're just doing it
What?
every try.
Wait a minute, did she take her foot off on that?
She might have done that.
What?
We might have just.
Wait, no.
I know, I'm with you. I don't know what I saw, but that might have been a
Like a judo 5?
5?
I don't think that's ever been done in this field. That's insane.
And casually still going.
She's still chilling. Wait, what?
Wow.
Yes, that's one of the ones during the replay. If that happens, I would like to see that again, please.
Yeah, I definitely want to see that in like slow motion. See, the progression is happening so fast, their brains can't even
No, we
compute
can't
it.
comprehend.
All right, Carlin's dropping in there. Packed house here.
Looking beautiful. I say we just leave the ramp here.
Yeah, let's call up the city of Encinitas and ask them. They need it down ASAP, actually.
Really? They're like, yeah, if you could get this down.
They're like, no.
Yeah, talk about a little bit about like logistics of that.
Oh, that's so boring. People want to hear about logistics of.
Well, just like like setting up a vert ramp is a huge undertaking, and I just want to give you props on doing
Yeah.
that. And then for these skaters,
We literally had one day, actually 7 hours, to set up the ramp, and we had to fly people in from like Canada and
Gnarly.
Florida and Austria.
Hell yeah.
To just put this ramp up. Hence the fact that 10 feet of extension are missing and there's not a roll in. But it's
Remarkable.
here, and it skates well. It skates really fast. Everybody's loving it,
Yeah,
and
dude.
I just love seeing that.
That
big
was-
That's
twist.
so gnarly.
So good.
So gnarly.
Ooh,
Into
Nicole Haas. I just saw her. Invert fakie.
Dicky. I'm another body varial McTwist.
Holy moly.
Dude, they're too good.
Yeah,
tell them to chill.
They're so good.
They're so good.
yeah, it's kind of crazy to see them come from all corners of the earth and have tricks like that.
I know, and it's like all these individuals that we haven't seen before, and that's the really fun part about exposure. It's like you don't have to be invited,
Yeah.
and because of that, it creates this opportunity for these girls to just come from all over the place and be able to showcase what they've been working on and bring true progression in real time.
Let's just say the boys ain't doing this. Like at all. So just putting that out there. It's a little friendly reminder from the girls.
You
down
know,
at
but
the booth.
we've all had to just do it ourselves because it wasn't there. You know,
Yeah,
we had Lisa Whitaker
seriously.
on just a second
No,
ago
it's
before,
incredible.
and then it makes these kind of people this like legacy that you have, Amelia, of creating the thing that you wanted to see in the world.
I mean, I remember watching the Villa Villa Cola Getting Nowhere Faster video and being so inspired. And now all these individuals are here
Yeah.
watching the next generation. It's just a beautiful full circle situation.
No, it's genuinely one of the coolest things to get to be a part of in this lifetime.
Yeah, I hope that the kids, they're just out there being kids and having a good time, but I hope they absorb some of the history that's here too. And we had that great Patty McGee tribute yesterday as well. November 2nd will forever be Patty McGee Day here in San Diego too. And it's just like this magical kind of, generations giving to generations.
It's really special.
I mean, it's, dude, on the one hand, I love that the generation today, they don't have to worry about it, they don't have to fight for their opportunities or fight for their right to be here or try to create something in order to be a part of skateboarding.
Yeah.
Totally.
But I do want to make sure that they know that everyone who came before them, like we all had to be a little scrappy, had to be scrappy, had to put it all together, had to make it work.
And we're still smiling today.
Yes.
You're even a blonde now. I mean, it's pretty insane that we're all such highly functioning individuals after the things we've done in the past to drop in on a vert ramp.
I literally remember we had a sleepover or something, Nora,
We
like
did.
20 years ago, and I was like, we gotta make something for the women and the girls skateboarding.
I was like, whatever, Amelia. I'm just trying to learn how to get on an airplane again, dude. Like, cheers to you. And look at what you did. Look at this whole thing you made.
Oh my gosh.
It's so sick, though, like, honestly.
It takes a village, though. It takes a village. There's so many volunteers out here. Leslie Cohen taught me how to run a nonprofit, how to get things started, how to run events.
Yeah.
Without Leslie, this would not be possible.
Yeah.
She is just an incredible being. She even started the first ever women's roller hockey team, so she's got a history of just fueling progression in women's sports. And yeah, takes a community. Everybody who's out here has contributed in some way.
There's also that, and there's also the consistency, right? Like, we're going to see progression. We're going to see young girls and new people every year. But to see, like, Lizzie skating the bowl event, to see Nicole show up and talk with us, Vanessa judging, I think that's another.
Oh, that was.
It was.
Sorry,
It was.
a
It
judo
was.
five.
It was.
Wow. Sorry,
Dude,
I didn't mean to
that's
interrupt
so
you, but that
gnarly.
was
No.
insane.
I'm glad we got clarity on that.
Yeah. Thanks, Nina.
Shout out to Nina. Yeah, it's
for
cool.
4 years.
Yeah, no thanks.
Maybe we did it wrong, Nora.
I don't know. We were trying to survive, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's all good. I'm here for it. I just want, I'm just like, dude, I think I could learn like one of these things, It's still like the fire's still there.
I mean, I just rewatched one of your video parts the other day.
Which one, Fetish?
I think it was maybe the OJ wheels, was it?
Oh, is that the one,
Dance?
Nicki Minaj?
Yes, the Nicki Minaj one
Hell
was so
yeah.
good. So much technical skating in that one.
Thank
I love
you.
that part.
That's a COVID part, man.
That's a COVID part?
That was
That
a
was
COVID
full
part.
Hawaii part,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
Well, you were crushing it.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Amelia, this whole event, we're coming down to it with the Vert event. I know that Vert is very near and dear to your heart too. Talk about some of the lack of opportunities to skate Vert, for most of these women out there.
There are not a lot of public vert ramps
No.
on this planet.
That's how
It's
Amelia and I
wild.
met.
Yeah.
Which ramp? Encinitas?
We
Or
had to
Rye
drive.
Airfield.
We had to drive
drove-
like
Oh,
3
that's right.
hours.
Yeah, you were coming from Maine. I was coming from Massachusetts. I had an 80-mile one-way, so 160-mile drive just to go get on that
cut.
big cold ramp.
Yeah, shout out to Rye Airfield.
Where's Rye Airfield? for people that-
R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Where was Rye?
Rye, New Hampshire.
New
So
Hampshire,
it was
so-
pretty much directly between where we both were, because she was up at school in Maine, and
Yeah.
I was just on the South Shore. Pembroke,
Yeah.
Mass.
And this, I mean, talk about meeting each other at that time in skateboarding.
She was cross-training for surfing.
Yeah, 100%. I was like, can't surf today. Day 98 of not surfing. I should go skate a vert ramp in the middle of the woods.
Just like
Whatever.
the best early grabs.
Dude, I did not
best.
learn how to properly grab a late grab air until I was 17.
Dude, but then when you did, it's the most beautiful. It is the most
You
beautiful
do have a
backside
great
air.
Thank
backside
you.
air.
Thank you.
I have a picture of you doing a backside air on my vision board because I'm still striving to one day do a backside air like you. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm still trying.
It's all good.
Mine are pretty gross, but it's all
Hey,
right.
gentle.
I like the fact that you have a vision board, too.
Gentle. I know. Vision
Well,
boards
was
are-
Nerd Alert ever on your
This
vision
was
board?
the vision board.
This was the vision board. It's a big board here, and it's a big ramp right there, and we have a big crowd as well.
That is a big ramp, Alex White, and we're out here at Exposure 2024.
Okay, I deserve it. We're kicking off heat number 3. Arissa True is in. She is truly
What? That
one
was
of the best
Switch.
skateboarders.
That was
here.
Switch.
That was Switch.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm over
Yeah,
this.
thumbs up. That was Switch. This is crazy.
This is crazy.
All right,
Oh,
they're
that's
just
practice.
warming
Oh,
up.
it is
practice.
They're
They're
just getting started, ladies.
That's how I want.
This is how I I practice by falling.
Well, both of you guys have a lot of experience, you know, in doing the contest, right? What's going through some of their minds right now? These skaters are just about to start their heat number 3.
Honestly, when I was doing contests, the things that would go through my mind was how good it would feel when it was over and the things that I would be able to
Amelia's
do.
nodding.
But I don't know. I think there's a normalcy now, and there's so many events, and there's so much community that these girls, I think, are having a completely different experience. I think their confidence is different. The amount of times they get to be in front of a crowd and feel good about it, I think, is magnified. So I think they're having a totally different experience than I personally did. But it's great to see, because you're like, hell yeah, that's what it's supposed to be like. You're supposed to be having fun with your friends, and they're just all landing everything, you know? Like, I felt like there was a lot of contests.
Yeah, but nobody would like plan stuff. Yeah.
We'd all be trying, but Arissa dropping in. It's begun.
All right, this is the Olympic gold medalist, Arissa True.
Beautiful McTwist. So chill about it too. Poking out the front still. Oh, body varial 5.
Like, this is just child's play for her.
Oh my gosh. Varial lean. Indy
Back
3. What?
Stale grab on that.
Let's go. Okay, that front Kirk fakie is so gnarly. And now she's going switch. Switch
front rock is
Oh,
so gnarly.
hey, count it.
Technically,
Count it.
that's a
insane.
land.
That was the best skate squat I've ever seen.
That was, skate squats, at skate squats. We're going to see that in a couple hours.
You know, I think it was interesting that you guys kind of exploded with the switch front rock, because all the other maneuvers look so much more explosive. Talk about some of the technicality of switch skating.
Well, Amelia's a front rocker.
Yeah.
I am not.
I've
so
never done it switch though. That's terrifying.
That's what I'm saying. That's so gnarly.
Bryce Wetstein is in, the Encinitas local girl.
In her backyard, Bryce Wetstein is going to do a full cab.
Should I drop the
No,
broadcaster
I
tone?
don't. You need to stop. You keep it going. Cam says that I answer the phone with a different voice. He says
You
I
do.
have really?
True Sagittarius. What am I going to be today on the phone?
A really nice person. Or a telemarketer.
Okay, so yesterday, during the Patty McGee tribute, Bryce took out her ukulele and she started singing the song about Patty McGee to celebrate Patty McGee Day and
Yeah.
Patty McGee's legacy. And the sun came
It
out
was-
I
and
heard
just
that.
shone right on Bryce. And I
That's
swear,
insane.
that was the spirit of Patty right there.
100%.
Jada Ward, she's been absolutely killing it. She was
Another
in
Australian.
the X Games.
Dude, nose grind. Like, it's no thing.
She's been learning so fast. Kickflip Indy.
Oh,
So
down that.
close.
It's hard, though. It's always hard this time. Like, vert ramps are hard because sometimes you get the shadows. So I always trip on that because I've always had a hard time with outdoor vert ramps.
I know, and you can never like place them in the
No,
right.
there's no way.
It's
They're
like,
so big, right? It's
Well,
like
it's
a
east to
sundial.
west. It's too, yeah.
Break out the sundial, set up the vert ramp.
Yes,
Kiana
it
Gao
is.
is in.
Kiana Agawa last year, back tail shove was probably one of the gnarliest things I've ever seen done in person on a skateboard.
It really was.
She is such an impressive skater. for
She's like
sure.
the dark horse. She's like Japan's dark horse. You're like, she could put it, she always makes finals. She's going to put it together, and then She's gnarly.
Well, it's interesting because Kihana Agawa, I don't think, is much older than this new crop of Japanese skaters that have been coming up, but they've watched Kihana Agawa do the Vance Park Series and do all these events and watch her like humbly kind of just fight her way in.
Totally.
So she has paved the way really for the Juno Matsuokos and the
Yeah, she's
Bays
like a
and-
legend
Yeah.
for the Japanese group, and it's crazy because she is still so young.
Right, the lone German, Lily Stephanopoulos?
Stephasius.
Stephasius, thank you. Lily Stephasius
I
is
can't
up.
come out and hang out today. I have the Stephasius.
Pink Flavine tail was really sick.
Dude, Lily's gnarly. Sorry.
That was
so
perfect.
funny.
She's so Lily's another one at Vance Park Series. It was like Brighton and Lily,
Oh, the back nose blunt.
and Lily was like 11
I remember
in
that.
doing those nose blunts, and now doing McTwist.
Oh, yes, McTwist. Yeah, I remember skating with her at the European Championships when the Vance Park Series did that. She was just this tiny kid, and her style has really progressed.
Yeah,
And it's really shown on Vert. I mean, she skates park really well, but
yeah.
she is a Vert skater through and through.
There's only one other German, Tina Neff, is that what's her name? The German vert skater from way back, but yeah, I haven't seen any other, maybe there's a ramp in
Dude,
Berlin.
Maisel's a little hype lord.
Maisel.
I'm always looking at her, and she's just like, "Let's go."
She's loving it.
She
She's having
is.
the time of her
It's-
life.
As she should be. You're doing stale-fishes and you're 2 years old. And McTwist.
Oh, what? Everyone does fives now?
Yeah,
When
it's-
did this happen?
Literally yesterday.
I think because you started exposure. This is why
Yeah,
this
this
is
is
happening.
all your fault.
This is all your fault.
It feels like just yesterday Alana did one and we all lost our minds. and
Well,
now everyone's gotten
Alana
our
did,
minds.
to this day, has one of the heaviest five. Like, Alana was doing head high fives. But it's true. And that was landed at exposure.
Yeah.
First
Mike
540.
McGill was there. It was wild. First 540 in competition.
And then the reason why it's important that Mike McGill was there was because
He
He's a
invented
man.
the McTwist.
he's a man.
Just kidding. Mike McGill invented the McTwist, folks, if you didn't
Whoa!
know that. See,
Zuho.
that was a huge 540.
And she grabs backside.
She was going for it like in the second.
Flat spin is
Wall.
crazy.
Yeah.
Flat spin makes 0 sense to me.
So back up to the top of the start list, Arissa True on her second run.
Blasting.
Marissa's just like, this is what we do.
It looks
We
so
risk.
easy for her.
I wonder if it is, because I feel like she is one of those people who can learn a trick and it's there, right? It's unlocked. But granted, she skates so much and so often, and she works so hard.
Okay, that combo,
That's-
the front cab still to the front crook fakie to the switch backside to the switch front side. This is not normal.
No, this is
not
not normal
normal.
behavior at all. It's crazy.
It's like she wrote
She
a
reminds me
poem
of Bob
with her
Burnquist a little
non-dominant
bit.
hand or something. Like, I don't even understand.
She's just like, what would be hard to do and learn? I'll do 3 of them in a row. And then Bryce is like, I'll just nose blunt this vert ramp for fun.
The scariest trick. I feel like a nose one would be so
Same
scary.
with Bryce has a killer backside ollie too. That's just really lofty.
Yeah. Well, there's something to be said about, the judges are looking for the difficulty of maneuvers, the progression here, but they're also looking for things like this, like being able to do a really hard trick smoothly, like
Yeah.
Bryce does.
Yeah. That full cab.
Yeah, she just floats it.
And Bryce's trick selection's really rad and interesting, and I think it's so unique to her. Where like
What?
that's
Switch
not
air?
a fake.
Is that switch?
Yeah, so it's not a fake. She's not bonking the coping. It's fully switch. But even that trick,
That's the Bryce.
she's like, "What's up?
There's no place like
Look,
home.
mom, no feet." Like, and then a body bag. It's just cool. I love seeing everybody's different take.
We had Rose Archie over here earlier from Nation Skate Youth, and she was talking about going to a powwow and everybody doing their own dance. And Bryce is definitely doing
Bryce,
her own dance here.
Bryce is.
I
It
love
might be a
that.
whole new thing, dude.
Dude.
Fakey nose pick or fakey nose
Jeez.
grind or it's over.
Yeah,
We're
that
done.
was incredible. Like just the technicality she brings and how smoothly she executes everything. So fun. to
She's
watch.
like flow state. A lot of these girls are.
Jada Ward.
So yeah, Jada's been really progressing in the last 2 years?
yeah, even in the last year.
Yeah.
Like she
Kickflip
went
indie.
with twists and kickflip indies.
She had a good
skating
first
her
run.
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Kihana Agawa is going to be up next too. Really shines in the best trick as well.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Like, who knows what she's got up her sleeve this year? But I don't know. Like, if I did a back tail shove on a vert ramp, I'd be like, all right, see ya. Don't ever like.
It's
what else is there? Like, that's so truly gnarly.
You know, that's kind of the iconic thing. One of those accolades that you get in
Yeah,
skateboarding.
that's it.
You do something like that, and then you are known forever. Like Jamie Reyes, switch stance, backside tail slides.
You don't have to do anything ever again. Like, the expectation is now whatever.
Yeah.
You know, the world is your oyster.
Are there any tricks in skateboarding that are named after women? Has anybody
Well,
done one?
okay, I don't know if this is even necessarily named. I just do like the strangest crail slide ever.
Yeah.
You do,
And,
you do a unique
And Michael Burnett has called it a weird crail, but my husband has called it a kale slide.
A
So
kale slide.
I don't,
like
I
that.
don't know. I've
I
never
like
heard
that.
anybody like say that, but
Yep.
I've also never seen anybody grab the crail that way because it's really awkward.
Yeah.
I don't know how it happens, but someone told me one day, they were like, why do you do your crails like that? How do you grab like that?
Because you
And
grab
I
all the
didn't-
way around.
All the way around.
Yeah,
It makes no sense.
It's
That's
really
kinda cool.
sick.
Well, Amelia's got the kale slide. Maisel Algado's got the entire audience on her back. Hi, Blord.
Hi, Lord. Maisel. Little Maisel. But blasting.
Oh, 540, staying on, yes.
Guys, I gotta go. I gotta go learn 540. I feel left out.
I feel like they all saw that like one or two of them or three of them had them last year, and now all of them are like, or they just spent the entire year getting ready for Exposure 13 to bring theirs out.
I just feel like it didn't take them that long.
No.
Okay, did you see Anna Shea's 540
Yes,
yesterday?
I'm
It was
freaking out.
insane. It was insane.
Yeah,
It was
little
like
Anna
a
Shea.
BMX flare. She just threw it.
She like flat spin.
And she tucked her knee and everything. Like I don't
She's
even know
a
how that.
savant.
She is.
She
a
really
savant.
is. Like there are skateboarders who you're like, you're not just a good skateboarder. You're like a savant skateboarder where it's different. It's a different thing.
I'm sure we're gonna see Anna Shea. She should come up to do the pro next year. I'm gonna call her out.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Third and final runs. Miss Uho. Again, blasting. Like the lean airs.
Yeah.
So gnarly. I like that gap up into the extension with that lean tail. Dude.
Oh, what? Cab body jar? That's insane.
That's insane.
Wait a minute.
That's
no,
insane.
that's terrifying to just do a body jar, but the cab into it. Like, if that goes wrong,
You're
the
not.
slam, you're not getting up from that. That's why
not
they
a
call
good
it a body
situation.
jar.
Wow. Marisa True. Third run. She's in. Had a flawless first run.
And really, best run counts for this. And then the top 8 will make it to the finals. And I think she's probably pretty set, but she's still going to do an
Yeah, I'll
amazing
say.
run for us.
It's so crazy. She's also not feeling well. Like she's been sick. So
And she almost got stuck in Brazil.
no
really?
thanks.
She got super sick in Brazil, and then I guess you have to be a certain age to fly in Brazil, and she's not that age because she is only 14. So she almost got stuck and didn't make it here.
Oh my
So
God.
she barely got out of bed, barely was able to get on the plane, and then she's out here, and she completely is destroying it in bowl and vert.
That's amazing. It's pretty. Look at like their like camaraderie too. Like these girls. I don't know. There's no clickiness, or they all seem so rad with each other and supportive, and a lot of really good attitudes.
It's just good vibes. And I
It's
think
good vibes.
Like, that's what we strive for. You know, there's so many events now on the calendar, and everyone gets really stressed out. And then there's all the Olympic qualifiers, which, like, everybody feels like they have runs. But, you know, with Exposure, we just want people to come out and enjoy skateboarding together and just feed off each other's energy in a positive way.
Totally.
Oh, Jada, there it is, the
Wow.
540.
So good.
She just learned those, like, a couple months ago.
Kickflip
yes, the
Indy.
kickflip Indy.
Here's the run she was looking for.
Oh, no, she
blew it.
stepped
What
off.
happened there? Do you think that she just kind of got maxed out, or?
She might have, like,
I think she
landed-
grabbed too early on the backside air and it didn't get to her feet right. But I mean, she did those two tricks. That's gnarly.
Fives and kickflip indies are like standard
That's
right
it now.
to get into the
That's
final.
just
to get into the final.
I remember when Nora did a kickflip indie at the Vans Combi Classic a couple years ago. Maybe
couple years ago.
10 years ago.
A lifetime
How old
ago.
are we? And it was such a historic moment.
Man.
It was so fun to watch you do that and watch you win that combi contest, especially.
I got
'cause
second. Poppy won.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
Poppy
sorry.
won that year.
What?
No, it's okay.
I'm sorry, I misremembered
I didn't
it.
ride for Vans.
I'm sure
It's
that
okay.
Poppy
It's okay.
absolutely deserved to
She
win.
did.
She's a legend.
That was exciting though, because that was like one of those tricks you try and practice and you don't do, and then to do it when it matters.
Yeah.
You're just like, fuck it.
That's
I'm
amazing.
Well, so you
Excuse
get
me.
to see what you're capable of. you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
At least the Facius.
Cephasius, thank you for helping with the enunciation.
Oh, I love that. Finger flip, lean to tail. Everything she does is just perfection. Doing the cab stale right there.
Is that the German way?
That's the German way. I mean, this ramp is German engineering
That
as
is
well.
so
Back nose one.
gnarly.
Yes. Like standing up there on it like that is insane. Whoa, and the McTwist. This is a really good run from Lily.
Has everybody done a 5?
I mean,
Except for you, get up there.
100%.
I just think the
Not
little
going
kids-
up there.
The only one I think excluded from this list was Maisel, but Maisel's also a baby.
No, Maisel did
Maisel
a 5.
did a
Maisel did a 5, but it's a little
Every-
lower.
Everyone did
Everybody
a
did a
5.
5.
Wait, maybe she'll go higher this time.
Okay,
Let's see.
cool.
Yeah, maybe she'll go as high as you need her to.
I'm so sorry,
God.
Maisel. I'm a tiger mom.
She's a Sag.
I'm sad. Just trying to get my kids to tie their shoes.
Respect. I'm trying to get myself to tie my shoes.
Yes.
There she goes.
Wow.
That was good. Okay,
See?
awesome.
Everyone
Do you
though.
approve?
I approve. I approve.
I would take that.
Take
I would put that at the end of a video part, dude.
Oh, fast plant. Fast plants are trending right now, huh?
I don't get it.
I don't either, but
How do you take it off?
how do you take it off and put it back on?
Take your foot
How
off.
do you
yeah.
take it off when you're hitting like? We need Mimi Noop. Mimi Noop would teach us the way of the fast plant.
All right.
Rolling in. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Third run.
See ya.
Blasting the stalefish.
What?
Well, look at that 5.
That's a crazy one. That lean air is amazing too. Wow,
Whoa. An unorthodox
dude.
backside stalefish.
now.
Using the whole ramp.
It might be too narrow for her. Sorry, Mizuho. We'll bring more next time.
More ramp.
More ramp.
More ramp.
Great run from Mizuho,
Great
too.
run. And grabbing nose
Yeah.
on a
it's-
cat, like, I don't even know how you keep it on your feet.
So that wraps up heat number 3 of the Open Pro qualifier for Vert. You guys, we were kind of screaming. I'm sorry for your ears.
We're getting loose. We're getting excited out here.
It is really.
Man, I hope they do some replays.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we will see some
They're
plays.
coming,
They're
they're coming.
for a final right now too. You know, stepping into this final right now, looking at the last couple of heats that we've watched right now, was there some standouts for you guys?
Yeah, everybody. I mean, Arissa is putting it together. She's doing such a variety of stuff, especially the switch tricks.
Yeah.
But like truly everybody's got a 540. Bryce is getting really techie with like that switch ollie fakie, because she's not like, you're just that back crail as your setup trick right after you drop in. Everybody's just kind of making it happen.
And everyone has really good style.
I know. This is it. This is the future.
Oh gosh, the way that she flips that.
Like
twist.
everyone has an insane stalefish.
There you go. You got to replay.
Oh,
Twin
Are
What?
you kidding
Oh
me?
my god, a judo 5?
She literally, like, wasn't she doing 5s last year below coping? And we were like, you got it
Yeah,
for
it was
cash.
like halfway up there. Okay, no one
Yeah.
in this field has done a judo
No,
5 ever.
Ever. That's definitely the
look,
first
there it
judo
is.
5 by a
Thank-
woman.
That was a little.
I mean, the other one she did was way better than that one.
Marissa.
Wow. Dude, what?
That's insane. I can't even believe that's happening. Yeah, everybody's 5. Let's just show all the 5s. And
That
then
was sick.
Bryce bringing the tech to the game.
Bryce just skates it like it's a mini ramp.
This is crazy. The first exposure, there was 1 5, and we all lost our minds.
Remember when they would let us go, like, do a demo? They're like, hey, do you want to come to X Games and do a demo?
And then remember when they did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, look at how good girls are when you give them the time of day, guys.
Imagine
happens.
that.
Imagine
if you
that.
give them some time, we will
If you give a mouse a
deliver.
cookie, they'll do a McTwist. Look at this. Dude, kickflip indies, like,
And it seemed like maybe there would be one event like that we would skate during the year, and everybody was so stressed because it was the one shot to
because
be a
we were
part
trying
of
to,
something.
like, pay our rent in California.
It was a
Insane.
different time, but here and now we are having the best day of skateboarding I've been a part of.
This
in
is the
so
best
long.
day of my
This
life,
is the
guys.
best day
We're
of my
here at
life.
Exposure 2024. Everybody's doing 540s.
I mean, if you're not watching here in person, I'm so glad that you can see it on the live stream because you're seeing history be made right now. We're moving right along into the finals. Coming up and I'm so glad that you actually get to watch it because Amelia just is normally running around like crazy and doing everything, putting out fires, and she puts on this whole thing. So I'm glad that you get to sit with us and kind of like take it all in and see like a little bit of the fruits of your labor.
I'm honored to be sitting between you two. I
Hey.
mean, y'all have paved the way in so many ways for women's skateboarding. So the fact that you're here doing the broadcast that Red Bull's helping put on and that I get to actually watch the skating
Yes.
alongside
It's pretty
you,
special.
I feel blessed. Thank you.
Hey,
Thank
Amelia,
you.
everything the light touches, it's your kingdom. You've made this, including that giant golden vert ramp.
Shout out Leslie Cohen for making that
Yes,
vert ramp happen.
Leslie.
Though Leslie has co-founded Exposure. She taught me all the things.
Yeah,
She's
and
the
thanks
best.
for Bones Love Milk for bringing on this Vert event right now too. We're about to see the finals kick off in just a few seconds.
And we'll see Van's best trick vert.
Van Best Trick, yes,
Yeah.
the best trick as well. And that's where you see some of the best, like, the things that they're saving right now. Like, even if you don't make the final, you can come and do best trick.
That's right. And it's always fun because sometimes we get people that we don't see in contests anymore.
Yep.
But they just want to jump into the best trick. And that's why we try to keep it fun, adding in like the Woodward Longest Grind, the Van's Highest There, the Etnies Best Trick Street that we watched earlier. It's definitely just a lot of opportunities. Just come in and play, skate.
Look at this real-life rocket power setting of Encinitas, California on the Sunday finals day of Exposure. Everybody's outside, everyone's having a good time, and everyone's drinking milk.
Or Red Bull.
Or Red Bull.
A milk
Red
and
Bull. I'll have a milk with Red Bull, please. It's 5 o'clock, right? What time is it?
What if you like put them in a blender? It's like a milkshake, Red Bull milkshake.
Hey, wouldn't put it past me.
And talk about some of the vendors that you have coming out here. Like, what kind of brands, what kind of representation for the community do we have here at Exposure?
I mean, we have some really great support. We have Etnies here, and we
Yeah.
just dropped
Oh, yes.
the
please.
Etnies collab shoe. It is a Windrow Volk colorway. It's got a little insole with Exposure logos on it.
That's so awesome.
And
Can you talk to
Dropping
me
a whole
about the
bunch of-
Exposure logo?
should we talk about it?
Sure.
So this
May-
is the most beautiful backside air I've ever seen in my whole life. That it had to be forever ingrained in our logo, and this was taken at the Vans Park Series by Dan Speragna, and this skateboarder is Nora. This is Nora
Forever ingrained in the history of Exposure.
forever, and she's never asked us for royalties, so
Hey,
she never
Not
signed.
yet,
She
baby.
never signed a document.
not yet, baby.
You know, but we're running with it.
But we're going to hope that this friendship stays true and that. Just kidding. I love it so
There's
much.
some great backstory to the
I love it so
actual, logo of Exposure being you.
Hey,
Backside air.
I was honest. I was like so honored.
Well, let's check out some highlights from things that happened earlier up in the day. We had Bowl right before this Vert madness kicked off, and Bowl was also a cracker.
Cracker Jacks.
It was insane, though. I love the energy in the bowl. Everybody kind of gets compacted into the zone. And
Dude,
Lily Erickson did land that kickflip Indy in her last run. But watching Joey Yarborough,
Yeah.
wow, her progression has been unreal.
Yeah, Joey Yarborough is like somebody that you really brought up through Exposure.
Okay,
Totally.
she was 18 months old at Exposure. I'm not even kidding. At Exposure, the third one.
Oh my
She-
God, that's crazy.
I'm
It
having
was-
a baby. Let's go, dude.
Right now.
Was she?
Should we take you to the
I'm sorry.
hospital?
Was she actually here as a baby, or was she just?
No, she was literally 18 months old at Exposure 2014.
she was here.
Well, it was at the other skate park in Etnies.
But yes, she
But
was
she-
at
but
exposure.
She literally physically
She was
here
physically
as
here.
a baby.
As a baby, she was on a skateboard. She was participated in the free learn to skate clinics that we provide at Exposure. And yeah, now, 10 years later, she's doing
Nollies.
kickflip indies and nollie tail grabs and that crazy like front 50 to fakie to cab over the hip.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
And the thing about Joey is she also volunteers to teach our clinics. Like we have Skate Rising, which is our youth program where we teach girls age 4 to 12 how to skate. And they come out and we have all these wonderful humans that help come and teach, and Joey is one of them.
Shout out to
so
Joey.
cool.
Shout out to Joey's parents.
Yeah, Joey's parents are awesome.
The Yarboroughs, awesome.
It's
people.
just rad. It's
There she is, right there.
yeah, Joey. Joey's also such a good name. Shout out to Joey's name.
You're already
So-
naming your baby? Is that what's happening right now?
My baby Joey.
So at the very end of the day here, over at the Vert Ramp, we are going to have a big award ceremony. We're going to give out
A car.
checks.
Wait, what car sponsor did we get?
I don't know. Ask Jordan Barrett.
Darn,
We need a Tundra.
Yeah, we'll give out all the awards for, you know, the street event. We had the Open Pro Street, we had Open Pro Bowl, and then Open Pro Vert as well. We're going to give out all the awards and the checks and give people their flowers at the end of the day here following the Vert Ramp, following the Vert contest, right next to the Vert Ramp.
We've got $60,000 that we're giving out. That's right.
All right.
To
Don't mind
people
if I
for
do.
skateboarding.
Just for hanging out, skating, doing McTwistles. McTwistles?
I mean, I don't know if you get money for just a McTwist anymore. They're all doing them.
I don't know, dude.
Lily right here. You were talking about that earlier.
Yes, the kickflip indie.
Yeah,
it was so good.
And Joey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. She said, you know, she'll save it for next year, man. Joey. Larissa.
She'll do it tomorrow, dude. It's like,
Kickflip indie time.
we'll see it on the gram.
And she fits switch skating in everywhere she goes. That just, it's so technical. I can't even comprehend skating the switch.
Man, the Open Pro Bowl was a fantastic contest. And the qualifier for the